All right, I have ArchiCAD open here. So what I need to do is to bring in the image that I'm going to use for this location map. So I'll go to the Google Earth Pro. I have it open already here. What I need to do is to pick the site that I want to do the location map. So this area is pretty much, it has everything that I want for this kind of location map. So there are a lot of or multiple of landmarks here. As you can see, they are labeled. So we need to take out these labels before we export this image to ArchiCAD. So I'll go down here under announcement. Let's get rid of the announcement, and maybe I'll do the places as well, which is the labels for the landmarks, and then photos is going to be out as well. I don't want photos. And then let's move the roads as well out. We can leave the roads for now. I think they make a difference, right? Let's leave it. Let's leave the road now. Okay, so from here I would go to file. Let's save this image, save image as, and then go to map options. You can toggle around with these three options here for the style. I think let's go with this one. Yes, and then I'll change the resolution to maybe 1920 by 1080p. I think is the right. Well, let's go for 4K, but this can take a while when you're saving, so you better have more power to your hardware so that it can be fast. Let's hit on save, and then now key in. I already had a location map image saved there. I'll replace it. Let's hit save. Like I said, it will depend on the speed of your computer. Mine is already done. Let's go back to our ArchiCAD to start the work. So first things to bring in the image, I just open the folder from the desktop. Let's find our image here. Where is it? Should be the location map, or just go to quick access, drag it and drop it to the ArchiCAD. We have it here. Right, I'm just gonna move it right on the center of the screen. So there are a couple of activities that are going to run here in order for us to get a clear location map. So the graphics are very important on this aspect. So the first thing I need to retrace the plots. I'll start with the main roads first. So let's have a proposed plot somewhere. I'll have it here. This will be a proposed plot. Let's start with it. I'm just going to highlight it by using a fill tool, and with the settings for this fill is going to be a drafting fill. Then the fill hedge, maybe let's go for something that will pops out, something yellowish or something yellowish, and then the outline will be a thick line, a thick black line. I think 0.35 is perfect. Then I'm going to just draw this by tracing. Let's use the polyline kind of geometry method, and then let's just go all over this like that. Perfect. Let's select the fill, make it transparent like that. All right, I'm gonna solve or fix this issue here, something like that. Do it here as well. All right, so we now have our location highlighted, and it's already popping out among, or it's outstanding among the rest of the image. So now what you need to do is to maybe highlight from the main road to the access to the plot from the main road. We have different routes here, multiple routes that we can access the plot. We can access the plot from here. It's always great to give people options, or to give the guy or the direction multiple options. For example, we can have access from here to there, and then have another one there. You can have another one from coming from the other direction. So what I will do the same exercise by tracing over the road, but this I'm going to use a spline tool. I like using spline tool for tracing such kind of geometries in ArchiCAD, because it gives me freedom just to freedom and accuracy, just to produce quickly the lines like this. So I can select this line and then pick one of the points. Let's offset all edges. And then I'm going to offset a copy by hitting Control in your keyboard. There we go. I think we need to change, where is it? Let's change the pen for the line so that it can be visible. Yeah, something like that. I think this has to be stretched all the way beyond the edges of the image, like that. Same applies to this side, like that. Right. Okay, now we can close off this by just a normal line tool. We can make it across like that, and then change this to 0.35 just for it to be visible. Let's draw another line by a pen of 0.35 on the side. We just want to close off this so that when we fill this road with a fill tool, it's going to be easy for us to pick. So we still have a problem here, as you can see. So to fix this problem, what I'll do, I'll select all these lines and Control Shift D to drag a copy to the other side like that. So what I would do, I would have to provide or create a region out of this geometry. So it's very difficult, even if you are using a fill here. That's what we tried before. You see, we cannot achieve the result we want. So the best way is to pick a polyline tool and then click on each line so that we can convert, or we can have now a geometry made of polyline. So if we say select the polyline tool and hit Control A to select all the polylines, now we have a region of polyline. So this could not give us a result. We'll just delete it, and then from here we can now pick our fill, and then we can fill this area with fill. So yeah, then we can move this to the position like that. Okay, I can get rid of this line there. Right, there are lines here to delete as well. Same applies to this direction. Okay, so I have the spline lines as well to delete, just to remain with my fill. Because fill, you can also have an outline. In this case, it's at 0.35, which is fine. Let's set this to be transparent. Yes, like that. And then you can make it, let's make it dark or something. Okay, it looks great. Now we need to have another spline for this road. Just quickly do that. This will be the access road to our site. I don't know, I can go all the way to here maybe. Yeah, and then pick this line, pick one of the points and then offset all edges. Click Control in your keyboard to add a copy, and then click to add another line. So we're going to do the same. Pick a polyline, apply a polyline to these lines. Someone may ask, why can't you just do it straight away with just a polyline? Polyline cannot achieve curves like this. You do have to do it manual by converting straight edge, or it will take you time for you to achieve this kind of results. So the best way is to create a spline, and then you can apply the polyline on top of that spline to get the same line. Right, so now we have polyline. We can pick our fill tool and try to fill. It will fill without having any issues. Let's get rid of our polyline like that. Pick parameters of this fill. Let's inject on this one. Okay, so now we have a line all the way that goes to our axis. I don't know, should have extended this. I can extend this to here. It depends. Okay, it doesn't matter for now, but it gives direction to the site. I can have another one that comes from this angle going all the way to here. Let's use the spline tool again. We'll have to draw from this area, then turn off here, go all the way, and then let's just go like that, like that. Right, and then I close it off here. Double click to complete your process, and then select the spline, pick one of the points and add a copy to offset, place it there. All right, I think here we need to fix this. The best way is to delete and refine this corner here by using the modify spline path. That's one of the reason why you should use. You can come back and edit your spline. Okay, let's offset again, control to add a copy, should be fine. Okay, it looks great. Let's make this area to connect with the road like that. Same applies to the side. All right, I'm going to pick the polyline, apply polyline to this by using magic wand spacebar key. All right, and then I can go ahead and delete the spline by selecting the spline tool in your tool palette, and then Control A and then delete like that. Pick your fill, try to place it. There we go. So we have two points to access our site. If you're from this direction, you can turn off here. If you're coming from that direction, you can turn off there. Or maybe I should add another one here to join on here. Let's pick a spline tool and then trace over something like that. Here we go. Okay, let's go back by this corner and make sure the corner is well defined. And then if you click one of this point and offset, control to add a copy. Let's see if it's touching both ends. Okay, this one needs to be modified to the edge. Okay, pick a polyline, press and hold spacebar key to activate the magic wand, and then click on the lines to apply the polyline. Now we can get rid of the spline tool by repeating the same. I don't know why it's still giving me this loading part. Yeah, I think it's finished placing. Once it's done, it's time for us to delete the spline, and then Control A once you've activated the tool in your tool palette, and then you can delete. I think there are two lines here. Okay, the other one is solid. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, so activate the fill tool and then fill. Yeah, that's basically a smarter way of using the regional to place fields and polylines. So you have to go around, because I get sometimes it won't pick the region in order for you to use the magic wand to place your elements. So it applies across all. You can use this approach to slabs as well. I can remember well when I was doing it was a complex project where it has a lot of civil works. I had to do roads using slab. I had to model all the roads using slab on the terrain. So I had to use this method to use ridging to apply the slab. Otherwise, I had a huge tussle try to find the ridge because of because of that issue. Okay, so from here, once we have this, you can now add a little bit of magic to your graphics. So what I want us to do here, let's pick another fill tool. Make sure you change this to a rectangle geometry method, and then draw a rectangle on top of or above of your image like that. What we need to do is to change this to, I think 25% fill is fine. What I need to do is to change to a different color. I think this makes sense, right? Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, you can always come back and play around with the colors. So it will depend on the theme you want to create in your location map, in your graphics. You can go for orange, you can go for black it to be more darker. I think let me remain only with this, maybe that one. Okay, let's make a decision. I think this is fine. What I need to do is to select all the fields now, except well, let me just select this one. I'll have to take it back. Let's send it backward so that these ones, they become on top of the main fill. All right, so another step is to add a little bit of depth or detail to your location map. I'm going to use a polyline tool to trace over these plots. So for example, I'll use a rotated rectangle in this case and draw this box here and click on this corner and move the corner to align with the edge of the image like that. Simple stuff. Add and pick another polyline tool. Let's add line there, something like that. Oh, didn't add. Let's change this to polygon, something like that, and then we can draw these lines like that. And these lines must be, I think they are parallel. So what I'll do, I'll click this and run a multiple copy for the, let's go for this and do that. Perfect. Let's select everything and group, turn this to a white color, something like that. You can bring in the text tool. If you know the numbers, the plot numbers, you can go ahead and let's add, okay, this will be 2021. For the sake of this demonstration, I'll just use that and then turn this to a white text. Let's make sure it's centered there. Okay, this can move to the other side, a copy, give it whatever. So for the sake of this demonstration, I'll just use one plot number and then run a multiple copy like that from here to there, something like that. Make sure it's grouped as well by Control G in your keyboard. I think these ones are not grouped. I'll select that, make sure suspend groups, and then group them all together. Right, so I'll repeat this process across all the plots in my location map. This will give me, or give a very unique graphic representation for your projects. So yes, I know it takes time to produce all this, but if you know the bigger goal, there's no way you can think about it twice. So you have to do that. Pick this line, draw midline. Oh, sorry, use the polyline like that. Demarcate your plots. Run a multiple copy. You can, before you run multiple copy, let's suspend this group and make a copy for this text, right? And then do the same to this plot. let's select this line and these two text. So by holding shift, you can select multiple elements in ArchiCAD. Shift and click to those elements. What I'll do, I'll click on one of the points and then run a multiple command. Let's pick it from this corner to here, and then we run the copies like that. Right, make sure you select the remaining parts and group them all together. Okay, so do the same to the other side. Oh, I need to use the rotated rectangle. Okay, that's great. Right, so let me quickly produce this. I'll fast track the whole process so that we can move on into the other elements. Okay, so let me okay, once you are done tracing the plots, it's time now to highlight the landmarks. So I'm going to go to the MS Beam store. I'm going to use the allocation map object annotation pack. So if you open it, it has a lot of great 2D objects to use for your annotation of your map. So I have already downloaded the file. What I'll do, let's just go to the desktop, and once you've downloaded the file, right click to extract the file. Let's just extract the files here, then hit OK. There we go. Here's the folder. You can open the folder and see what's in there. There are different versions of ArchiCAD here. We have for 24, 25, and 26, and for up. So obviously, if you have upper version, it will work for all this pack. So what I'll do, let's go back to our ArchiCAD and then go to File, Libraries and Object, Library Manager, and from here we're going to load the library pack for the annotation. So hit on Add, go back to the desktop, and then find the Mesolite location, the MS Beam location map pack. In this case, I'm going to use the pack for version 26. Let's choose and hit OK. Let's just wait for it to load. It will take a bit for it to load. It will depend on the speed of your computer, but it shouldn't take long. Shouldn't take that much. Okay, I think it's done loading. What you need to do is go to the design and open the object tool. Let's open its settings, and if you check here under libraries folders, let's go for the linked libraries, and then I'm going to collapse the basic libraries so that I can see everything that is being loaded here. You can also adjust the window by dragging here, and then this is the library. Let's open it and see what's in there. Okay, so we have different types of location or the landmarks, as you can see here. Okay, so I would start with the one for the site, which is the proposed site, and then I can give it or display a name, or if I want. So but before we can set up the settings here, let's just place it, and then place it there, as you can see. Okay, let's out select it, right click, and make sure the display order is bring to front, just to make sure it's sitting above the fill. So it looks dull, as you can see. So from here you cannot see what's the geometry is all about. So what I'll do, select it and then open its objects, its settings, sorry. I'll go down here under fields, and then let's find maybe we can fill it with a background, and we can go under pens here. Let's find the icon fill pen, make it white, or let's just make it a screen background. And then the text pen, we can play around with the color. Maybe we look for something like white. Okay, I don't think it's great. Let's fill it with a color instead of a background. A big icon, go back, instead of the background, let's find a white background. It doesn't do me justice. Where am I getting it wrong? Let's go for foreground. Hit OK. Okay, no, it's supposed to go for foreground. And then I can also change the outline pen. So let's go back, and then the outline pen is here. I can choose a different line type, but I would go for solid. And then the pen for the outline, I think I want something thick. 0.35 black is fine, so that it can be outstanding like that from the distance. Okay, so we're different bunch of landmarks here. Let's go ahead and place that. So I would go back to the object tool, open its settings, and then let's go for, I would look for the business office. And then let's do the same settings, go under fields, let's choose a foreground fill. Under pens, I want the text to, you have options to display text here or not. It depends on what you want. So in this case, I'm not gonna show any text here because I want to schedule also this to provide a legend. Okay, but I can just do it. Let me just do it. I'll call this this will be, it's a truck office. Let's just give it truck office. The fill pen will be white, and the outline will be black. The pen also will be white. Then hit enter. Here's the truck plot. I think white doesn't stand out. White doesn't stand out. I think I'll change this to text display. Let's make it red. Same applies to the icon fill. Let's go for red color. Yeah, something like this. I think something like this, it stands out. Okay, and I can make also the let's just leave it this way. I think it's better. Okay, you can see how flexible these icons can be. So it will depend on the theme you want your graphic to be. So in this case, I'll go with let me go with red, right? And then I'll click on or hit W in your keyboard to repeat the last or the previous command. Let's go for the filling station. The pens are going to be this, the outline will be black, the fill will be this color, and then the gas station. Hit OK. Now we have a gas station somewhere here. We have a gas station somewhere here, and then you make sure they sit on top of everything. So I'll right click and then bring it to front so that to be like that. If you want, again, you can make the outline the same color to the fill. What I mean about that, let's open its settings and then make this red so that you have something like that. Okay, but you could see it doesn't give the, so from the distance you don't even tell what's in here. But if we have an outline, it will be much easier to tell. Okay, let's hit W and bring another element. Let's go for, there's a clinic somewhere there. Let's change this to red, black, red. There's a clinic somewhere here. Let's go for this one. Right click, bring it front. Make sure this display text size, that is why it's not displaying. It's because it's on 0, 0. Let's make it 6 so that it can display like that. Okay, yeah, I'll now quickly place all this. We have a restaurant, pens, make it red. This would be that. Yes, some restaurants are here. We have another one here by the shops, and we have a shopping mall for this. Let's find shopping mall. Here they go. Turn this to red, this to black. AB stores, fine. Here's the shopping mall. We have accommodation as well. Where is the accommodation? I don't see it. Should be here. I think it's at the top here. Here it is. Set everything to be the same. The different accommodations, we have an A and B somewhere here, another one here, we have somewhere there. Okay, so it depends. You can give them the specific names according to their business offices, I mean their business operations. So let's make sure everything sits on top of all elements. So I would pick the object tool, Control A to select all of them, and then right click. Oh, sorry, what am I doing? Select all of them, right click, display order, bring it to front. Okay, so I can also bring there's some attractions. There's a park somewhere there. Let's change this to the color. Some park here. Another one is here. We have one there, 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 there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I would have the arrows that would lead to the site. So let's go back and find arrows, arrow line. This can be on the outline. Let's leave it at black. This to be red, or should I use the same? No, I think red is fine. Hit OK. So if you are from this direction, let's say Control E to rotate along the road like that, Control D to position it where you want. If you're from this direction, that means you are going to turn with this area. Let me just move it here so that it's not disturbing. Okay, and then I can put somewhere here. rotate. You try by all means that information is not cluttering. So by doing this, I think it's fine. Okay, I would have another one by this road. Then Control Shift D again, have another one by this road. Then from here, okay, let's make a copy for this and then place it somewhere here, something like this. And then this will also carry a copy to place it there. Rotate it to align a bit like that. And then you would have you can also add a text to this. Now this doesn't have a text. You can use a text tool by saying, let's pick a text tool here. Then I would say to border to local border, something like that. Then let's rotate our text to be along the road. Set this to be red color, and then here what I'll do, when I copy, or just drag a copy and rotate like I'm doing. Make sure the rotation is accurate. Right, let's move it somewhere here. Can make a copy of this to there, rotate it just like that. Okay, you should wait until I do the schedule, a legend for this. That will be placed alongside the drawing. So it's also a trick. It's a very good way of doing it. So it comes with this object, I mean the pack as well. So this will be the city center. City center. Something like that. I can make it from that side. This also, let's bring the alignment to the left and then rotate it a bit, drag it somewhere here. Okay, and I'm pretty happy with the results so far. And I can increase the text by 2.5. It's not bad. Needs to increase it a bit, maybe by 4. But increasing it to me means I need to reposition this as well. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the results so far. So if to do the legend for this, I'll go back again to the object tools. Let's go to design and open the object tools. Open the settings. There is a legend also from the pack, so it has some custom settings as well here. You can decide to give it a name or a header for the legend, and then you can play around with settings of font size and font color, just like that. Let's say I want yeah, under the table body there is the definition of these icons. You can also define it or make it custom to the name of the locations or those landmarks. Instead of just saying museum, you can put a name of the museum, a name of the restaurant, the name of the park, just like that. But what I want us to do is to go under here, under pens. What I want the icons to be, the outline to be that, the icons fill pen will be red, and table line pen, it's fine at this color. Table line text, let's make it red. There's a column heading fill as well. Let's just, before we do that, let's place it. Okay, I'm going to increase its size. Let's increase its size. And you can also, if the text is big like this, it's because of the scale. If we change the scale to 1:50, it might be okay, and it might mess up everything here. But instead of changing a scale, you can reduce the size of text. For example, let's open its settings, and then I would say right from the top, the legend will be maybe 5, and then this one will be 3 or 4. Let's say 3.5, and then the table text size will be 2. If you hit OK, it will be fine. I think it looks pretty much great. So let's maybe this one make it 2.5. No, I think yeah, this is fine. Okay, that's basically how you can create a location map and the legend. So by using this pack, it'll be easier for you. By the way, just go to the link on the description and download this pack. I'll give you you'll find a discount code from this video. Make sure you use that code and get a huge discount for this. Okay, if you like this video, guys, share with the ones that you think they will benefit from it, and make sure you like, and so that we can really fight the algorithm and make sure we help a lot of people. That I appreciate your effort. If you made it so far for this video, thank you very much, and I would see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like I said, like and share this video, and you can also check our newly built store. It's fresh and it has a lot of new products. Also check the link on the description to visit the site. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know in the comment section if you really learned something from this video. If you learned, just go to the comment section. I'll be waiting for every comment. If you didn't get anything, like, please do justice to me and let me know so that I can try and improve for the next videos. Okay, bye bye.